joined PAL in the fall of 2000. My son was a kindergartner, just turning 5 years old, and you know, you always see these kids playing in the local parks, and so I went to the parks to find out what it was all about, and they said, you know, when your son is 5 years old and he's a kindergartner, he can join the Quonrinett PAL. So I joined, and they made me a coach, and I started coaching from literally the day that he started. We never really kept score, and we kind of kept it, you know, more about the fun. But you know, there have been kids who had scored their first goal, or had their first hit, or got their first basket, and when you see that, you know, expression on their face, and even the expression of their parents in the audience, and just the, you know, the joy that they're experiencing, nothing beats that. Nothing beats that.
We involve all types of kids, whether they're young, old, girls, boys, and you know, all types of ability levels. If you had a kid who doesn't play that often and gets an opportunity to do something, to me that's more rewarding sometimes than seeing the kid who's the best player on your team, you know, being the best player on the team. You know, just to see the smile on a kid's face was a reward in itself. Or to have the high school kids coming down, instead of hanging out outside, to come down to the gym and play basketball at night, and you know, and having that respect for the court and the people there. Just to have them come here and have somewhere to go, I think is awesome.
I believe it keeps the kids off the streets, keep them in the program. You know, it won't deter them to go, you know, into gangs or, you know, any of that other bad stuff out there. Sometimes when I see them upset and lose, I mean, I know they're upset, but it's you have to teach them. You win some, you lose some. When they're smiling and keeping them in the program, that's what keeps me going, you know. And my kids growing from it keeps me going.
It's good for the kids to have fun, and that's one of our primary goals, is that you have fun, that you learn, and that you develop. But having fun is a priority. If you're not having fun, then what is there to enjoy in this? You have to have fun. My personal gratification is being able to work with the kids, just to see them to grow and to develop and to mature and to become better, not only better basketball or softball players or whatever sport that they're in, but to see them just to grow and develop as mature young men and women. The mission is one where we're to respect authority, and one where we respect rules, and it's just a great organization.
The support that we get from the Nassau County Police doing a lot of special activities for our kids is wonderful. We're very lucky in our special needs community, because so many of the parents want to help their children and want to have a place for them to play, and a lot of them really step up to the plate, and that's a wonderful thing because they're helping to give back to the community also. The greatest thing is to see some of these special needs kids succeed, socialize, and get along, play with other kids, and seeing their parents so happy that they have a place to play also, it's a great joy.
Volunteering is a great thing to do. It's something that keeps you involved. It's something that your kids can watch you do, and when the kids see you do this, then they understand that, wow, Mom's doing this, and it's helping me, and it's helping my friends, and they can see that it's a positive thing for them. I enjoy that the kids are involved, that they're not on the streets, that, you know, they're doing activities that are good for them and helping out in the community and everything. So that's one of the reasons why I've done it. It's important that the kids get to interact with the officers because they have a good relationship with them. So if something happens in the area and they come up to them, they'll already know who they are. They'll ask them questions. They won't be afraid to answer any questions because they know the person that they're talking to.
I think the involvement of the police officers is extremely important for the operations of the PAL. The idea behind the PAL was to provide a bridge between the community and the police force so that there could be open lines of communication, so that the youth of our community could see that the cops are out there not to be against them, but to help them. And I think that having an active and involved police presence in PAL programs is just fundamental to the running of a safe community. What I enjoyed seeing the most with all of them is how they have progressed as human beings, how they've learned to deal with people, to deal with adversity. And just that little bit of life lesson that taught them to stand on their own 2 feet and to speak for themselves, it's priceless.
This organization is run with police officers, and what makes this organization different than other organizations is the police officers and their interaction in the communities with not only the youth, but all of the coaches and all the other personnel that are involved in the communities. They're not only police officers, they're your neighbors, they're your coaches, they're your friends, they're a resource in the community. And it just shows that, there is another side to police officers, and that's one of the things that stands out in this organization, makes it different from other organizations.